Yeah, boy.
A wise man once said, "The most important day of your life is the day you're born. But the greatest day of your life is the day that you discover your purpose." Some people say you can't truly discover your purpose until you discover your passion. Because once you discover your passion, that'll lead to your purpose. Other people say the purpose of life is to live a life of purpose. But look how confusing that is. How does anyone even understand that? Now, at Raw Faction, we keep things simple and we think out of the box. So we're going to break it down to you on what your purpose is. Now, here's a quick story about perspective. A woman sees three carpenters at a construction site, and she goes up to one of them and she asks him, "So what is it that you do?" He says, "I cut wood." She's unimpressed at that answer. Goes up to the next person and asks him the same question. "So what is it that you do?" He says, "I build houses." She's still unimpressed with that answer. Leaves, goes to the next person and asks the next man, "So what is it that you do?" He says, "I build homes for the Church of God." Then she was finally impressed. Then she goes up to each man and she says to the first man, "So you have a job." Goes up to the second man, says, "You have a career." Goes up to the third man and says, "You have a purpose." Anyways, this is Royal Faction. And over here, we avoid the obvious answers. Any monkey can go and tell you to focus on love or focus on work. Bruh. But life is about a lot more than those two things. Over here, we're going to tell you things you don't know to make sure what you know is useful and practical and unique. I'm going to bring you into the shallow end of the pool of purpose, and eventually you'll learn how to swim on your own. And when you learn how to swim, you can go to the deeper end on your own time. Alright, so the first thing we're going to learn is all about you. The first topic is astrology. Why astrology? Because astrology is the study of how the universe works and how humans work. We're all souls from a solar system, so it's very important to study as much about yourself and learn as much about yourself as possible. You need to know yourself inside and out. You need to know what you're naturally skilled at and what you're naturally good at, so you know what's going in your favor. Astrology is going to show us that.
All right, so let's hop right into it. Are you ready?
Y'all ready for this?
Nice, nice. All right, so the first thing you want to do is open a new tab. Nice, now that you have a new tab open, the first thing you want to do is open your search provider. Usually it's Google or Bing, and then search birth natal chart. Now, once you have birth natal chart typed in, make sure you click the Astro Cafe link. Okay, now click the link and open the page. It should look like this. Now you want to make sure you type in all your information here. Now, if you don't know what time you were born, you should ask your parents. If they don't know what time you were born, you can always go to the hospital you're born and ask for your birth records. It should be there. Now, when you're finished typing in all your information, make sure you click OK. Now, once you hit OK, scroll down on the next page and look for a chart that looks like this. This chart is called your birth natal chart. It has all your information on it. Now, I can describe what each of these mean. Like your sun sign is who you are, your soul, your mind, and your ego. Your moon sign is your emotions, instincts, and habits. Your Mercury sign is how you think and how you talk. Your Venus is how you love. Your Mars is how you act. Your Jupiter is how you get luck in this world. Your Saturn is how you overcome obstacles in this world. Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are all generational planets. Length is a secret desire. And your North Node is what you're supposed to do in this lifetime. On the other side, we have your ascending sign, which is also called your rising sign. Now, those 12 houses are all internal, and the left side of the chart is your outer soul. The right side of the chart is your inner soul. Now, you can study the inner soul later on your own time. I'm not going to go into it right now because it's not too important. Oh yeah, and lastly, I'd advise you to take a screenshot with either your phone or using the snipping tool on Windows to take a picture of this chart so you always have it with you. It will be important later. Now, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see this small chart with your elements on it. And firstly, the feminine zodiac signs are the water and earth ones, and the masculine zodiac signs are the fire and air. Now, the cardinal zodiac signs are Libra, Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn. Those are the action signs, the doer signs. The fixed signs are Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. Those are considered the boss signs, the more boss archetype signs. And the mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Virgo. Now, those are the everyday, the bondable energies. Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna make another video about astrology 101, and in that video, I'll go over all of these signs in detail for you guys. You should screenshot the elemental chart as well, just so you have it and you have it memorized. All right, so that covers half of the astrology topic, but let's take a break for a second and learn about numerology now. All right, so we're gonna need you to go back to Google or your default search browser and search You by the Numbers, Astro Cafe. And once you type that in, you should see a page like this. Make sure you click the Astro Cafe link. Once you click the link, you should see a web page that looks like this. Make sure you scroll down a little bit until you see this. Now, all you need to do is fill out your name and then type in your birth date. And once you finish that, make sure you click the Show Me My Numbers link right there at the bottom. Sweet. So once you type that in, you should see this web page right here. And everything on this web page is complete gold, my friend. I'd advise to read the entire thing and then at the very bottom, download the PDF to make sure you have a copy of it. So as you read your own version of this, keep on scrolling down until you see your soul number, your personality number, and your maturity number, and read the description underneath. All of these things are very important to know. Now, in the field of astrology, there is a term called Saturn returns. This right here, your four pinnacles, explains what you're supposed to do to achieve your Saturn returns. It happens every 27, 28 years in your life. And each pinnacle is like a milestone you're supposed to achieve in those 28 years of life. This website also mentions your four challenges, which are four things you must achieve in life to be a better being as a human. As you can see, this website is just jam-packed, completely full of valuable information for you. It also mentions your 3 cycles in life. Alright, so as you've seen on the bottom of the last page, it mentioned how I have a karmic debt number. Now, if you want to check to see if you have one yourself, go to your Google or your default search browser and type in karmic debt calculator, and then find the 7 life path link and click that link. Now, after clicking the 7 life path link, it should look like this on the web page. Type in your birth number and your birth date and hit next after. So here we go. Congratulations if you don't have a karmic debt number. Some people don't have a karmic debt number. Some people do. It all depends on your life path number, so it's not necessarily like your fault if you have one. If you would like to learn more about what it means to have a karmic debt number, you can find videos on YouTube, or if you request, I can make a video for you guys to explain what each number means. Alright everybody, now that's it for numerology. Now the next thing to do is we're going back to astrology just to finalize it, teach you one last thing that's important. Go to Google or your default search browser and type in Dominant Planets, AstroSeek. Scroll down a little bit until you find the AstroSeek link where it says Dominant Planets, and then give it a click. Alright, so once you click the link, it should look a little bit like this, which is perfect. Now all you need to do is scroll down a little bit until you find the chart where you can type in your information. Alright, all you have to do is scroll down a little bit until you find the Dominant Planets and Elements chart. And then once you finish typing in information, click Dominant Planets. Good job. Now that should bring you to this page right here, and this page gives you a very detailed explanation of which planets are the most common for you, what your dominant planets are. It's very useful to know this stuff. Make sure you screenshot it so you have it with you at all times. All right, now that you know everything about you as a human being, let's have some fun and see what you're like as an animal. All right, so go to Google or your default search browser and search primal astrology. Scroll down a little bit until you see the link right here by primalastrology.com and click the link. Alright, now after clicking the link, the website should look just like this. Now click this star button right here. After clicking that star button, you should see a bunch of years pop up. Choose the year that you were born. For me, it's 1992, so I'm showing you mine. And then click the quadrant of the time you were born. For me, I'm born on May 24th, so I'm the seal in this situation. So once you know what animal you are, all you need to do is click the animal itself and then click that link. And then it'll tell you a nice detailed analysis of yourself. Let me know in the comments if you agree with it. For me, I think mine's pretty accurate. Like, I'm a seal. I think it's kind of accurate for me. I actually have a cartoon character named The Real Deal Seal. You'll see him soon.
Wake up, stupid.
Oh, geez. I almost forgot. Yeah, there's totally a website that you're supposed to check out. Go to Google or your default web browser and search AstroCharts. This is probably the best website to use for astrology because it tells you a lot of details about yourself. Make sure you click that AstroChart link right here. Alright, now that you're on the AstroCharts website, scroll down a little bit until you find this Create Your Chart feature. Type in information one more time, and then click the Create Chart button. Alright, so now that you click that link, you'll see a few cool things on there. This is actually my favorite website to use because it tells you cool information, like your patterns, for example. For me, I have a Grand Cross and 2 yods. Some people have cool stuff like a cradle and like other stuff like that. Let me know what you have in the comments. Yeah, this site also tells you special features about your chart as well, like what time, like what the moon was when you were born and other things like that. It's really cool to see. Alright, so if you remember from earlier, the right side of your chart, this is it right here. But this website does a better job showing you what it looks like. If you'd like to learn more about what the stuff means, you can search Jupiter in first house, for example, to see what that means. Everyone's chart is different, and make sure you study yours, take a screenshot, and study it. It will tell you a lot about yourself that you didn't know. And that's it, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. It was great to teach you guys. I have a lot more topics to teach you in the future. Hopefully you guys focus on a purpose, and hopefully you have good luck. God bless you guys for listening and watching. Hope you have a great day, everybody.